Hey YouTube, it's Kara. So I got asked to do a bookshelf tour by Lauren Reads Yeah, and I wrote her name down, Lauren Reads Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing. As always, I'm going to show you the book that I'm reading currently. I'm currently reading Michael Grant's Gone Still, and I don't know if you can kind of see it, but I'm that far. So I've been really busy with babysitting and all that jazz. But anyway, so as you can see, I have a shelf up there, and I have some books down there and some books in a cubby over there. And I also have books over here and in that chest. So this is probably going to be a two-part video, so stay tuned for the second part. But I'm going to start with my closet. Alright, and some of the corners of my closet are really dark. So I'm probably going to pull out a few books, but then I'm probably not. And if I butcher some authors' last names, forgive me. I am like dyslexic when it comes to pronouncing things. But anyway, let's get started. So up here, you can see in the very corner, I have loads of my manga books. And I could, if I wanted to, count those in my books that I have, but I don't. Because I have so many. Like, you see those, they're all up there and they go all the way back, and then at the other end over here they're all the way over there and they go all the way back. And also down here in my closet, like behind Harry Potter, all of these different boxes are full of manga books. So I have about 200 manga books, and so I'm not going to be including those in my video. But anyway, let's get started. So over here, down here, you probably can't see it because it's really dark, but I have The Host by Stephanie Meyer, which I have not read, and some of these are my sister's, so I just got them. And I have Thomas Harrison's Hannibal, C.S. Lewis's Narnia. This is my Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles, which has Interview with the Vampire, The Vampire Lestat, and Queen of the Damned. I have not read that. Here I have the Harry Potter Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry by J.K. Rowling, classic books from the library of Harry Potter, and I have not read those. Kat Von D's, what's it called? New York Times, High Voltage Tattoo is what it's called, and it's called The Tattoo Chronicles, and I did read this, and the good thing about this book, it has really cool pictures, but it's not that well written, just because it's written by Kat Von D. And then I have Mysterious Skin, written by Scott Haim. And if you guys know who that is, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he is super awesome. I love him. And this was a really good book, and it's a movie, and the movie's good too. And then I have, let's see, A Child Called It by David Pletzer, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And if you guys have read this, you'll know that it's really messed up, but in a good way. It's really good. And then I have Marilyn Manson's autobiography, and he also wrote it with Neil Stratus. I have Shiver, Linger, and Forever, which are the Mercy Fall series, and I've read all of them, and they're really good. I'm not going to pull them out because they all kind of look the same. And then I have Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Did I say Stephanie Perkins for that one? I don't remember. And if you have not read this, shame on you. It is amazing. Yeah, Stephanie Meyer wrote this, Stephanie Perkins. I always get their names mixed up. Anyway, I have Slice of Cherry by Dita Reeves. This was a really good book. Ugh. Okay, Divergent by Veronica Roth, which was also, oh, made a funny noise. Another really good book. Okay, so you might think that I only have Mockingjay, but I have The Hunger Games and Catching Fire. It's just I lent them both out. So right now I only have Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, but I have the other two. And then I have some Goosebumps by R.L. Stine. It's just a giant novel of short stories. Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen, which is an amazing book. Looking for Alaska and Paper Towns by John Green. And I like Paper Towns better. So I've read them both, and I like Paper Towns better. Looking for Alaska is good, but it's not really my cup of tea kind of book. And then I have The Tales of Beetle the Bard by J.K. Rowling. Speak by Laurie Halls Anderson, which is really good. The Pretty One by Cheryl Calm. I'm not sure, but that's really cool. It's a good book. I mean, I don't know, I felt like it could have been better, but it was okay to read. And then I have A Great and Terrible Beauty and Rebel Angels by Libba Bray, which I've only read A Great and Terrible Beauty, but I can't wait to read Rebel Angels, and I can't wait to get the third one, A Sweet and Terrible Beauty. Alright, so next I have The Lightning Thief, Sea of Monsters, and The Titan's Curse, all by Rick Riordan, and that is part of the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. And I've only read The Lightning Thief, but I loved it. I just did a review on it, so go check that out, and it was really good. Alright, so next I have one of my favorite series of all times, and they're the Glare, my Fablehaven series. Fablehaven 1, 3, 4, and 5. And I don't have the second one with me because I lent it out to my sister, but the second one should be in there. And I've only read 1, 2, and 3, and I haven't read these two yet because I want to like savor the story, and I don't want to like read it too fast. But so the first one is just Fablehaven, so you should go get it. Anyway, next I have The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stefan Chbosky, and that of course is being made into a movie with Emma Watson. So, can't wait to see that in a movie. And next I have the Uglies series. I only had the first two, Uglies and Pretties. And I have read Uglies and I have not read Pretties. And they are by Scott Westerfeld. And it was really, really good. So you should check that out. And then I have Go Ask Alice, which people know I don't particularly like. And it's by Anonymous. And then I have The Giver by Lewis Lowry. And it's going to be getting kind of dark, so I'll probably be pulling them out. And I have Hoot by Carl Hansen. I don't know. And then I have Gary Paulson's Hatchet. Then I have Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. And Barbarian by Lynn Ewing. The Alchemist by Pablo Coelho. Oh, and I've read all of these. I have read all of those. And I have a Fear Street R.L. Stine book called The Secret, which is awesome. And then I have Russell Brand's My Bookie Book, which I read like 50 pages and couldn't understand it because it was so British. Alright, and so back here, all of these are a series. They are the Daughters of the Moon series, and they are amazing. I read them all in 7th grade, and this is the last one right here. And I definitely recommend it. It's about girls who are daughters of the moon. They all have special powers. They are awesome. Alright, so back here you probably can't see very well, but these don't really matter, so that's okay. I have The Keys to the Kingdom, book 1 of Garth Nix. I have Twilight, which I didn't like. I have Patricia Cornwell's Jack the Ripper, which I read for school. I have What If You Broke All the Rules by Ruckelsell and James. I'm not sure. And then back here you can't see it because it's so dark. I have The Black Tattoo by Sam Internevin. And then more manga books. So that is my top shelf. And I have some books missing right now. But other than that, that's pretty much what's always up there. And I try to move them around. Alright, so if I go straight down... Oh yeah, check that out. Harry Potter. Always gotta have a Harry Potter poster in your closet to be cool. Alright, so down here I have my Mortal Instrument series, which the first one is City of Bones, and then City of Ashes, and City of Glass, and then City of Fallen Angels. And that's by Cassandra Clare. And then I have the first book in the Immortal Instruments. No, what am I talking about? The Infernal Devices. It's one of the Clockwork Angels, Infernal Devices series, and these are all by Cassandra Clare. And then over here I have all my Harry Potter books. So I'm not going to name them because I'm pretty sure you guys know what they're called. Alright, up here I have the Vampire Academy 1, 2, and 3. And I just bought those, so I haven't read them yet. Oh, and I've read all of these except for I haven't read these two. Alright, so here I have Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce, which I liked. And then I have not read any of these. So I have Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Hush Hush by Rebecca Fitzpatrick. Becca Fitzpatrick? No, yeah, it's just Becca Fitzpatrick. And I love this cover. So gorgeous. Yeah, I can't fit that back in there. I have Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. John Green's An Abundance of Catherines, which I have not read yet. Perfect Chemistry by Simone Alcalez. Take Me There by Suzanne Kolinsky? I'm not sure. Wither by Lauren DiStefano. So that's a really pretty cover too. You can't see it very well. I had The Alchemist by Nicholas Flamel. And okay, Nicholas Flamel, isn't he in Harry Potter? Crazy. And he was an alchemist. Crazy. And then I have Pathfinder by Orson Scott Card. And down here I have Eyes Like Stars by her name is so hard to pronounce, Lisa Manchev. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but this is one of my favorite book covers. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. Yeah, so. And then I have Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side, and I haven't read either of these two, and I actually haven't read these two either, but I have Nevermore by Kelly Craig. That's what that looks like. And then I have Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins. And I have read Winter Girls, as you guys know, and this is by Lori Halls Anderson. The Book Thief by Marcus Cusack. What If Everyone Knew Your Name by the same people who did the book up there. It's by Rutgers. I don't know how to pronounce. Liz. Oh my gosh. I don't know. And Sarah James. I'm not gonna put that back. Okay. I have Artemis Fowl by Eowyn Colfer. Luna, which I have read, by Julie Ann Peters. And it was okay. The Chronicles of Vladimir Todd, which I have read, by, who is this by? Heather Brewer. And Across the Universe by Beth Revis, which I have not read. Okay. And then the bottom shelf that I have, gotta get on my belly. I have Pretty Little Liars 1, 2, 3, and 4, all by Sarah Shepard, I think her name is. Yeah, Sarah Shepard. And I've read the first one. I have not read these three. I have Maximum Rives, The Fugitives, book 1, 2, and 3 by James Patterson, and I have not read them. And then I have The Protectors, book 1 of James Patterson. And here I have The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. And that looks like that. And then I have Blue Bloods by Melissa De La Cruz. I have not read that. And then I have The Warrior Hero by, by Cinda Williams Chima. And I have not read that, and I can't fit that back in there. Okay. And I probably only have time, no, actually, I'm running out of time. So stay tuned for my bookshelf tour part 2. I'll probably end up making a part 3. Alright, bye guys!